In this episode, we head to Record Buck Ranch, where I get the opportunity to film a very special young man named George Wood on a hunt of a lifetime. In 2017, I was asked to be part of the board of directors of the Swolefest Outdoor Wish Foundation, a Louisiana-established, 100% volunteer-run, non-profit organization that raises money each year to take disabled children and wounded vets on hunting and fishing trips of a lifetime. Established in 1997 by Nick Robert at the young age of 17, the Swolefest Fishing Rodeo in Grand Isle, Louisiana has continued to grow every year, generating hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years for organizations like the Muscular Dystrophy Association, the American Diabetes Association, and Our Lady of the Lake Children's Hospital. Besides getting to watch all the fish being brought in for the weigh-in every year, the conclusion of each Swolefest fishing rodeo is what Swolefest embodies the most. It's at this moment every year an inspirational award winner is given a dream hunt of a lifetime.
When I see Rachel and I see Eric, I see all of our veterans, it inspires me to do better, to do my best. But there's one person that's under this pavilion that has absolutely inspired every single one of us here to make us all do better, to make Swolefest better, to be better people, and we would do anything in the world for him, and his name's George Wood. You inspire me to be absolutely the best person I can be. Every time we go fishing, it's a little bit different. It takes a long time. We get George ready. That's the only reason I want to fish nowadays is because of George. You inspire me every day. He was the best man in my wedding, and that wasn't just by chance. It's because he is the best man that I know.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is George Wood. I'm 16 years old, and I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I have a muscular dystrophy. Specifically, my muscular dystrophy is a very rare one called limb-girdle MD. In the morning, I have my dad come physically sit me up on the side of the bed, help get me in my chair, put my shoes on, help me brush my teeth. Even at night, if I need to turn over in bed, I have to call somebody to come help turn me because I physically just do not have the strength to turn myself. I've never really been able to play like sports, hunting, fishing. Those are sports that I can actually do, and actually do it pretty good. Whenever I was on the way to Record Buck, it was just a different feeling. There was just something about Record Buck that just was amazing, and I absolutely loved it. I call it my home away from home.
So after getting a good night's rest, the next morning is upon us.
You ready?
I'm ready, man.
I'm so ready.
I'm way past ready.
When George won this hunt, he was given the opportunity to shoot the biggest deer of his life.
I'm just a huge fan of big typicals, clean, with not a whole lot of junk and everything.
And it wasn't much longer after the first light and we started immediately seeing a bunch of really big deer. Now, we never showed George which deer that we were hoping that would show up, but unfortunately that morning he never showed, so we regrouped ourselves and we came back to make a new game plan for the afternoon. After we burned a few hours around camp, we head back out there for an afternoon sit. It's really amazing to see how much work is really involved to help George do anything, and he'll tell you himself. But what's more amazing is to see how Swolefest brings people together to help one person in a unified cause. I think everybody that was helping George that afternoon just had a really good feeling that this afternoon was going to be the afternoon that we're going to make it happen for him. After we get situated, it wasn't much longer and we started having some really nice deer coming in. After watching these bucks in front of us for a while, we just happened to look over to the right, and there was just an absolute monster. No brainer, this had to have been the deer that George was going to shoot. And the guide told him, "George, that's your buck."
Chills came over my whole body. It was like I was in another world. My heart was beating out of my chest. It was just unbelievable. He came up to about 25, 30 yards. He was sitting there feeding, kept on putting his head up, looking at me and everything. And I was sitting there, I had my crossbow, and he kind of looked at me, and he started to turn the opposite way, and he was walking, and I thought to myself, man, I gotta do it now. And so we ranged him. He was at 27, so I put it right in between the 20 and the 30 pin, and I shot. I smoked him, the best shot I've ever done in my life. It was unbelievable.
What an awesome shot, man. You know, I'm so proud to be a part of this organization, and I'm so honored to be able to have been asked to come and film your hunt. Something that I was able to document and that you'll be able to have for the rest of your life along with your beautiful buck. Congratulations, man, and you truly are an inspiration to everybody.
I would never have been able to do this without Swoolfest, Dr. Nick Robber, Mr. Jared Copeland, and my mom, my dad, Action Trap Chairs for getting my new trap chair in on time, 10-point crossbows, and the Record Buck Ranch. And the person that I had to thank the most is the good Lord above who made this deer. He made probably the prettiest deer I'll ever see in my life. It's been an awesome weekend so far, and this it makes it all worth it right here. And because that's all Swoolfest is. It just is there to help people. I mean, it's there to help catch fish and have fun fishing and everything, but it's mostly there just to change people's lives, and that's what it truly did to me. I'm sending this to Michael Waddell.
Big man.
Oh yeah.
I'll send it to him personally for you.
I love you.
Hey, Michael and Pigman, what do y'all think about catching up to George one day? On the next episode, we cover some of our favorite hog encounters to date, and it's going to be a fun one.
Are you kidding me? He's literally right under it.